I know you hear all over the place that owning rental properties and real estate is the way to create wealth, to get ahead, to get to retirement. And I would agree with that. I think owning rental properties is one of the fastest ways to grow your net wealth for retirement. But as a landlord, you should know that it comes with a lot of challenges and unexpected issues that you could face. I just recently had an experience with a tenant in Charlotte, North Carolina that had a 2-year lease. Now, we're in the middle of turning that property over. That means the tenant has moved out of that property. Well, when we moved her stuff out and got into the property, we found a couple things that weren't supposed to be there. The tenant repainted the entire home. The tenant also took the privilege or the time to drill extra holes into the walls and rewire electrical outlets in a condo building. That's a big no-no. It causes a lot of hazard, safety, and a lot of liability for myself, the landlord. So we definitely have to go in there and rectify all that. In addition to that, as we were transitioning her out of the property and looking for a new tenant, we found out that that property was also listed on Airbnb, Vrbo, and other multiple rental websites. Now, our tenant didn't have the option to sublet, and it's a violation of the HOA covenant. So I'm in trouble as the owner of the property, and I could lose a very special feature I have, the ability to rent that home in the future. My experience is that now we have to go in there and have a lot of extra costs, redo electrical outlets, repaint the home, update the floors, and now deal with any type of board hearing with HOA violations and make sure that they're rectified. At the end of the day, I still make a good bit of money on the returns. My values have definitely spiked. It's been a really good investment. This process has been a little frustrating, but I learned that I can go in there into like Airbnb, into Vrbo, and register my address so that way there's no additional subleasing allowed on the property, and I can block those in the future. In addition, I also learned that you can register your property with the local police department, so if there's ever any issues at that property, somebody got hurt, there's a fire, 911 was called, you, the landlord, would get notified in addition to the property manager. I really learned some really valuable lessons, but in this last 30, 60 days, as we're trying to transition and get a new tenant in place, we've had a lot of extra costs, a lot of expenses, and a lot of extra things to add onto our plate while trying to make some revenue and make this property profitable. Look, the best of luck to you. Continue to watch my videos for more information about rental properties and staying ahead of the curve.